Okay, welcome, handball friends and family from all around the world as we get ready for some fantastic action this afternoon. We will see Team USA taking on Team Canada live from Nuuk, Greenland, as part of the NACHC Women's World Championship qualifying tournament. Day two of action here after we had some great games from yesterday evening, but this will be the first game for Team USA. They played Canada in the fall, and we're hoping to have an entertaining match here as things unfold. Just wanted to get started a little early to make sure we had all our connections appropriate and things like that. Please comment in the chat if you're experiencing any technical difficulties as we get ready for today's action. There will be no court noise. It'll just be my smooth voice here. My name is JD Orr. I'll be commentating today's match here for you as we look forward to bringing home some USA victories. You're welcome to take a view of these games with the Greenlandic commentary as well. Check out the Greenlandic YouTube page as well. They'll be broadcasting this game. That's how we're getting our feed here live from their platforms throughout the country. Would like to give a special thanks to everyone that helped make this possible, between members of the USA team, women's team, as well as individuals from the setup team for Greenland Team Handball. Team USA hasn't had any games here since those fall matchups against Canada, as we discussed. So we'll be very interested to see how they come out and what they're ready to do. Some tough games again in the fall when they were playing Canada, but a lot of the same faces will be on this team here, so we look forward to seeing them come out and give it another go here. But there's also a lot of new faces making some first-time appearances with the women's national team. Really looking forward to seeing how they can do as we see Team USA entering the court here. I'll do my best to call out the games. Got a small screen, unfortunately, so it's a little bit difficult to view everyone's names and numbers. It's pretty standard in international handball to have both teams enter the court, exchange some pleasantries. Maybe they'll have some gifts for each other prior to the game as well as after the game, as we see the referees giving their pre-game high fives as Canada now enters the arena. Fantastic venue here in Nuuk. I talked with some of the folks putting on the tournament. They said the facility's been around for a couple decades now, but is still in fantastic shape. Great setup here from an visual standpoint to check out the game, and really excited to see how things unfold. I know they have opportunities with several camera setups, so we might get some cool replays. So let's stay tuned and see how things unfold there. I think we'll do our national anthems here. Unfortunately, I do not have those prepped and ready to play over top for all of you, so we'll just kind of give a moment of silence here as we let the national anthems unfold. Excuse me, we're doing intros first. Doing my best to pick out everyone. I'm going to try to get a bigger screen here. Working our way down Team USA. Team USA will be playing in the blues today. There's our roster as they're working their way down for you. As I said, some new faces on this squad, but many faces that have been through the ups and downs with women's team handball in the United States through many, many years. And so we're looking to hopefully get on that upward swing here as they prepare for the Paris Olympics in 2024. Be a very exciting opportunity for them, and I know they're all very, very excited about the opportunities with LA in 2028. For those of you that do not know, Handball, of course, is an Olympic sport, and as a result, we just need to field a team, and we'll be qualifying for the LA Games. So that's a very exciting time for anyone that's involved with handball. 5 years from now, you could see a lot of new Olympians. We as a nation have not made the Olympics since 1996 when we hosted the Olympics in Atlanta. Prior to that, it was 1984 when we hosted the Olympics in LA. Oh, excuse me, 1980. We did have some 88 Olympians. My apologies. But we're really excited to potentially end that run here as we see the Canadian team being introduced. But for all of you out there that are thinking about, I might be interested in getting into handball, now's the time. If you can find your way onto this roster here and train and work hard for the next 5 years, there's a decent shot you might be able to make an Olympic team, or at least at the very minimum, be involved with the organization, helping us out, seeing what you can do to help make things possible and as much of a success as we can for our organization as we host those Olympics in LA just 5 short years from now. So we're looking to see a lot of great growth in that time. And so any and all age groups are really welcome to help and support. I know these ladies, we have ages ranging from the mid-teens to the early 40s, so we have a wide range of athletes, and got a new coach Coach Adina Borsos from Hungary, and she's really excited what she can do with this team, and has been working very hard over these last few months to get as much exposure for them as well as opportunities for them to continue to improve their play and skills along the way. I think we're still going through rosters here. It's very difficult without having any audio into the stadium to understand where we're at until we get into the gameplay. Here we go with the national anthem. So I'll take a moment of silence here as they play the Star Spangled Banner. Okay, now a moment for the Canadian national anthem. Okay. I think there we go. As we see the Canadian women's team getting amped and ready to go. As we see both teams, as we said, sharing usually pins or stickers, maybe a flag for the captains. Just a nice gesture for international play. But we are right on schedule here to get this game underway. We talked about a 3:30 start time here, Eastern Standard Time, so very, very prompt with that. Ready to get things rolling. I would like to say I have the starting lineup for both rosters, but I unfortunately do not, and we'll do our best to try to see who's going to be leading the charge for the starting 7 on both sides. Looks to be a decent crowd here in Nuke. Very excited about that. Always good to get plenty of viewers, and it looks like there's plenty of you joining in with me here on the live stream from afar. Likely to be starting in goal, though, I'm confident, is Sophie Fazold. Sophie has been with Team USA for a very long time. I even got to share a trip with her to the Partilly Cup when she was on the women's junior team. So it's very long history for her. She's been playing in the first league in Germany, which is a great accomplishment for any U.S. passport holding handball player. So that's a great achievement for her. She's a big fan of dachshunds, so we'll see if there's any little dogs that might make their way onto the court here. But other than that, really excited to see what she can do in the net today. She's definitely a stronghold for this Team USA squad and has been for the last few years. Some of the other veteran starters here that I can see for sure is at left back, none other than Kathy Darling. Kathy's been with Team USA for, I think, almost 20 years now, and definitely an imposing force with her size and height at the left back position as we see Team USA working it around the backcourt. That was a very violent shove there on Ashley Butler. We have some video difficulties there as I think Team USA might have sent the shot wide from center back. Team Canada working it around. Team USA trying to work on figuring out where their setup is on defense, playing a 6 flat. Canada making some substitutions here. They'll get the wing involved, working it around the backcourt here. No lefty at right back, so we'll see how that plays into their offense. Wing in, 2 pivots. Shots blocked, recovered by Fazold. And Team USA will take possession. Minute into this game here. First game of action for Team USA in these NACHC World Championship qualifying tournament. Ashley Butler, another American, playing her games in Germany. As we see her send one right off the crossbar. Unfortunate break there for her. Canada looking to push in transition. And they find an open lady down on the 6 for an easy goal there. Shout out to US Team Handball's Matt Collins for a copy of the rosters. Will definitely help here in calling today's game as we see Canada playing an aggressive defense here, a little 5-1 with some pressure on the backs. Great shot there. I wish I could tell you who it was. It's a little blurry on my end. As we see Canada continuing to push the envelope here. I believe the score is 1-1. The scoreboard has it 0-0. Unfortunately, I can't hear the referee's whistles to tell you as they update it as we speak. And there we go. Just like they heard me, a little commentator's curse. Canada working it around, getting the wings involved early here. Great defense there. Excellent defense from the Americans. As the bench is excited about that. Canadian players are looking for a foul call. Nothing given there. Again, Team USA playing 6 flat, trying to let the Canadians beat them in the backcourt. I don't see any jump shots in their equation here as they work through. That's a great steal there from Ashley Butler. She's pressuring it. She's got numbers. In transition. Goal. I believe that's Miss Daisy Licia. Someone please let me know if I'm pronouncing your name right or incorrect. I asked the team ahead of time for pronunciations phonetically and only got word back from a handful of them. So as the Team USA takes the lead here, 2-1 early in this matchup. Playing a little higher arc of defense. It's good to see. Canada working around, great wing opportunity there, but that one's just a bit wide off the post. That's one as a goalkeeper you love to see. Thank you to our posts. As we see a steal in the transition, this could be tough. Great save there from Fazold. Sophie's pumped about that one. That was a big save in transition. Anytime you get a fast break save as a goalkeeper, that's an awesome accomplishment. Canada sticking with this 3-2-1 defense, pressuring the center back up high, causing some problems here early for the Americans. We'll see how they settle things down. Ashley Butler in that center back position after the cross, and referee saying that one was deflected. It'll be a U.S. corner throw. Butler a little banged up after that one. As we see the Team USA reset their offense here with Kathy now taking over the center back duties. Wrapped up high, almost 15 meters off the goal line. Team USA's got to stay wide to spread this defense out as we see Licia. No penalty given, and she's looking for one, and that leaves Canada with plenty of fast break opportunities. Another great save from Fazold. Fantastic work early on in this one from Sophie. 2 huge saves in transition. Her team has to be ecstatic about that. As we see Team USA take a deep breath in offense here, working it around, getting everybody a touch. We got Julia Taylor at left wing. And I think, I'm not sure who's playing right wing right now. I'll wait till we can see some numbers, hopefully. Canada sticking high with this aggressive defense. Swim move from Butler. Denied before she could get her shot off there as we get a 9-meter called. I believe it's veteran Sarah Gascon in at pivot. Kathy Darling setting up for the set shot. Canada was quick to recover and thwart that attempt. As we see the Americans swing it around, and Licia immediately was stopped by that 2 defender. Butler working it around. I believe was called for double dribble there. Canadians in transition again. And another save from Sophie. Holy cow. That is 3 fast break saves in a row from Fazold. That's unheard of, ladies and gentlemen. She will be the difference maker for the Americans, it looks like, in this one, as they will rely on her great goaltending to help them in the defense as we see the offensive woes continue here. So we almost had an errant pass go out of bounds, but it was recovered by Darling. And another turnover there. Looked to be steps from Gascon. Julia Taylor with the wrap and transition to stop that quick attack from Canada. As we see Team USA try to set up a little bit better in defense, trying to get people, new faces in the game. Canada getting their wings involved as they've done in their set offenses. Working it around. Great breakthrough. Another save from Fazold, but it looks like we might be getting a 7-meter awarded. I think the referee looked to give the hand signal that they were playing defense inside the 6. Coach Borsos is going to make a goalie substitution here for this 7-meter. Cannot tell who's in net, but based on the stance, it looks like Sana Wheeler. Great save from Wheeler, 7-meter specialist. That's great to see. And great to see the great teamwork and compassion that the two of them have, that Wheeler can step in, make the save, and keep that streak up for these American goaltenders. That's 4 big saves in a row for them. They got to be pumped about that. To have a brick wall back there between the pipes definitely helps them on offense as they try to find some opportunities to get more goals. They still lead this one 2-1. We haven't seen a goal here in quite some time as Darling trying to get the shot off, overpowered her defender, but couldn't sting that corner. 9-meter, though, awarded. Working it around the backcourt. Great shot off there, but right to the keeper's gut. As we see an errant pass out there from the Canadians. We seem to have a new center back in play. Trying my best to identify number. Can't quite make it out, unfortunately. Canada will stay high with this defense. Julia Taylor coming up to help. As we see Butler working it around one-on-one. Nowhere to go. This Canadian defense is held strong. As we've seen, I want to say, about 7 scoreless minutes. Pump fake. Can't get a great shot off there. Canada doing what they like to do here. Run and transition. U.S. doing fantastic work in the second wave defense, helping their keeper out to make an easy save. Sophie's pumped about that one. Great work from her again. That's 5 straight saves from the American keepers. Team USA taking a breather. As we see another substitution for center back. Coach Borsos trying to figure out what matchup she likes best. We see Lucia come back into the game. Working it around. Darling, one-on-one opportunity. Passes it off. Lucia, one-on-one to Butler. And I unfortunately think the ball must have gone out of bounds there. A little laggy on our video quality here. Thank you to Matt Collins for helping us out with the video quality. As we see Canada work their set offense, they haven't had much success here. Strong American defense helping out their goaltending as well to get the shots they want to see. Breakthrough. And another save from Fazold. But I think must have been playing defense inside the 6. We see another 7 meters set for the Canadians. Wheeler will come back onto the court. Let's see if she can bring some magic again. Oh, unfortunate, didn't get that one. So the Canadians have now tied it up 2-2 after just over 10 minutes of gameplay here. So we get our video quality a little bit better. See some new faces step onto the court here. Serena Monroy. She's with the USA Junior Women's Team earlier last year. It's one of our younger rising stars. We'll get it again. She's got space there in the middle. She's trying to work it around to feed her pivot. Sarah Gascon can't find it. Working it around the backcourt. Spin move. Did not get any space to operate there. I believe that's Liz Harnett. So we see Ashley Butler take over at right wing. Again, another 9 meter. Canada has been playing good defense here. Americans have not been able to find much as this dribble is almost stolen away. Lucia off the post. Rebound almost recovered from Gascon. Canada in transition again. Oh, could not handle the pass. And the Americans will recover and bring a second wave attempt here as Lucia is thrown down just over midcourt. Referee says, no room for that. Let's restart play. Canada staying with their aggressive, high 3-2-1 defense. Making things a little bit difficult for this American backcourt. So they definitely are on the younger side. Great shot attempt, but another solid save there from the Canadian keeper. So we see Canada running like they like to do, and this time it pays off. Goal for Team Canada in transition, making it 3-2 here. See how Team USA can recover. They have been without a goal now for almost 10 minutes. Swim move, nowhere to go. Gets the shot off, but it's tipped. Easily recovered by the Canadian keeper. As we see them try to push it in transition. Nice shot from the wing. Plenty of room to operate there. And just like that, it's 4-2 Canada. Just over 13 minutes played. Team USA making some substitutions here. Kathy Darling taking her spot back at the left back position. We'll see if she can use her height to get some shots off. But this high pressure defense from Canada seems to have been limiting the amount of opportunities the Canadian or the American backcourt can utilize. 9-meter awarded there off the errant pass. I think now at right back we have Beatrice Cangas Perez. Beatrice comes to us as a multi-passport holding. Raised in Cuba, played her entire childhood there, but then moved to the States and has spent a lot of good times there, and has recently joined our women's national team. So we're very excited to have her, and it's always nice having some lefties. As we get to a timeout here, Coach Borsos probably weighing in on what they can do offensively to try to crack this Canadian defense. They've definitely benefited from some strong goaltending early here, and so we're very thankful for our keepers here who've already started out with a strong performance only halfway through this first half, and so we'll see what they can do to close out this first half, keep things interesting going into halftime, and find their way to bringing home a victory. Long time out there, but we'll see how things work out. The clock is running here on our scoreboard. I don't think it should be. Thank you. I think they stopped it there. Thank you to Matt Collins for giving me the insight here. We got Elisha Martinez at center back. She's been spending some time there, but looks like Daisy Lucia's back in. So we see Kathy working it around, pushing it to the wing. Saved by the Canadian keeper, and she looks to push it in transition. And that one is stolen. Now in the attack with their set offense, just over 15 to play. Try to figure out why we've lost our connection. Everything seems to be good here. So we see another Canadian goal take place, making the lead now 5-2 for Team Canada as we approach that 16-minute mark. Team USA working it around the backcourt. Lucia trying to find a way through. And another shot blocked by the Canadian defense as the Canadian keeper comes out and helps push them in second wave transition. I will try to figure out why we've lost our feed here. Apologies, folks. Canada now in their set offense. Working it around. Not sure why we've lost our connection here. Everything seems to be good on my end, unfortunately. I'll still give you the audio in English here if that'll help with what limited visibility I can. Try to be creative here. The score now is 6-2 Canada over Team USA. Americans now in the attack. Darling swarmed by Canadian defenders. There's another shot saved by the Canadian keeper. That one going out the side will be Team USA ball. We'll see about changing our output settings to see if that might help. Did not seem to make a difference, unfortunately, as Team USA picked up a goal while I was trying to work on our feed here. As it's now 6-3 with the Americans in possession. See what I can do to try to capture at least some video for you guys as we lose our feed once again, and our network connection is now lost. Very unfortunate here. This is the downside of trying to stream a stream, and it looks like we actually have everything's back and looking better than ever. So just hit a bumpy spot there as the U.S. picks up another goal to make it 6-4, approaching that 20-minute mark. We again would like to apologize for our technical difficulties. As we see the Canadian team working it around in attack. Look to be playing several players down. So we only see 5 on court, at least one player down. Great hustle play there from Gascon. 2 veterans of this team between Darley and Gascon. That leads to a turnover. Let's see if the U.S. can capitalize on this player advantage. Lucia takes an early shot, and that's saved by the keeper. And it'll put us at the 20-minute mark. Canada's going to try to take their time, kill the rest of this penalty here. They'll play without a pivot. Unfortunately, I can't tell you how much time's left on that penalty kill, but they're going to be nice, slow working it around here. Get a 9-meter. Get a shot off, milk some extra clock. The Americans have been playing solid defense so far today. Some lapses in transition, but I think that's something we'll see if we can adjust here in the second half. Another 9-meter awarded. As we see Kathy Darling playing that central defender, she was ready to jump and make an interception on the pass as it worked its way around the backcourt. Approaching the 21-minute mark here. U.S. trails 7-4 against Canada. What's been an interesting first half of action from these NACHC Women's World Championship qualifiers. Canada working it around the backcourt. Wing to wing here. Oh, look at it all the way around town. Floats it over top of Fazold. That one hurts as a keeper. I hate those myself. She was in great positioning and just cleared the bar ever so slightly there. It extends the Canadian lead to 4 now. The Americans working it around the backcourt. Lucia in at center back. Darling at left back. See how they want to attack. High pressure again from the Canadians. Now that they have a player advantage. U.S. will be playing player down here for a little bit as they try to get creative, find some openings, working around as quickly as possible. Darling rises, fires, hammers it home. Absolute missile from Kathy Darling right there. Much needed American goal. Bring it to 5-8 at the 22-minute mark. Canada seeing how they can recover and make the most of this player advantage while they can here. Great save there from Fazold. Much needed right there. That's definitely a win for the Americans there to get a stop after playing down a player here and getting a goal on the last possession. If they can get another goal here, that would be fantastic. Canada staying with their high pressure defense. Lucia getting shoved around. And they're going to say it's a stolen. And in transition, great goal there from Canada. Unfortunate break there for the Americans. Ball was stolen from the right back position there off the dribble. Led to the Canadian transition goal. As we see the Americans now back in offense with Serena Manoy taking over for Kathy Darling here in the later stages of this first half. Lucia tries to get the shot off, but is just absolutely swamped there, leading to an easy, quick pickup there from the Canadian goalie to an outlet pass that leads to a transition goal there for the Canadians. The Canadians are looking to run today. That has definitely been the story of the first half, transition, as they pick up another one to extend their lead now 10-5 as we get to the 24-minute mark. Canadians staying with their high-pressure defense. Ashley Butler in it right back, working it around. Another shot. They get the shots off here, but they're getting shoved around. This Canadian team is playing tough. We'll see how the Americans can respond here as we approach halftime. I would definitely think we might be seeing some more calls from the referees, but we'll see how things unfold. Unfortunately, I can't hear the whistles, or see much of the hand gestures they may or may not be given. So my apologies on that front. As the Canadians work in their set offense, getting it around town, backcourt, swinging it to the wing. Great save there from Fazold. And referees are going to say that the one defender was playing inside the 6, and that'll return the ball and possession to the Canadians. As they work it wing to wing. Some simple overload here. Great ball movement. Unfortunately, that one goes through the wickets of the Canadian wing there. And so the Americans will be happy to get the ball back. And we'll see if they can come down here and capitalize and get a goal. Making some substitutions. We see Butler moves back to the right back position. Gascon was coming out to set a high pick. Working it around feet. 9-meter awarded. Tried to get her hands on that one, but it was tough as we lose our feed again. And again, apologies. Greenland is pretty far away from us here, and we are streaming a stream, so we'll do the best we can. believe we got Laisha Martinez in at center back as she slashes her way through. Cannot get the pass off to Butler, and that one's stolen by the Canadians, who look to run in transition here again. This second wave attack has been a problem as they get a quick option out to the wing, and she buries that one. Canada now leads 11-5. Restart at midcourt here for the Americans. We'll see how things can do on this offensive possession. Canada staying high. Wing in there. Great cut from Julia Taylor. But that one is good. Again, sorry for the delayed response there. Canada quickly recovering after that great goal and great cut from Julia Taylor to get a goal of their own. Now it's 12-6 Canada. That's what you like to see from your wings. Don't want them to hide in the corner all the time, but don't want them to clog up the interior. So it was great timing of a cut there from Taylor. She finds the back of the net. We'll see what they can do on this offensive possession, working it around. Oh, great sidestep. Huge save there from the Canadian keeper. But it looks like a 2 minutes going to be awarded, as well as a 7-meter penalty. Looked to be a bit of a wrap from behind there in the act of shooting. I might be mistaken. No goal was awarded, but a 2-minute was given, and Canada will assume possession. That one was going to be a 7, the way the referee was standing at the 7-meter stripe. Just over 27 minutes played here. Canada working their offense now, and looks like they're going to call a timeout to discuss how they want to close out this first half. Doing the best we can here on the stream. Again, we will hopefully have some resolutions on things at halftime. I'll see what we can do to improve our stream quality. I'm getting all green bars though, which is the unfortunate part. But in case you're getting a little frustrated, you're more than welcome to watch the live feed on the Greenlandic Handball YouTube page, and you can just tune in here for the English audio. So whatever's easiest for you, we're here to help make it possible for everyone to come and check out some great handball action and support our women's national team as they take on Canada here at the NACHC Women's World Championships Qualifier. Looks like everybody's concluded their timeout. We'll get right back to business with 2 and some change minutes to play here. Canada, we'll see what they drew up after that timeout. Running their standard wing-to-wing offense. Again, playing a player down. As we see a skip pass to the wing. Had some success earlier. Saved by Fazold, who tries to find Taylor in transition off the crossbar. Unfortunate break there, as the Americans could have used that one as they have the player advantage. It was a great look, great outlet pass. Unfortunately, couldn't land it. Canada, again, going to try to milk this penalty as long as they can. Going into halftime with a nice lead. They work it around. Great shot off there from the center back at midcourt. That one goes in just past Fazold. As we see Butler wasting no time getting a shot off. Another contested shot. Makes it an easy save there for the Canadian keeper. Canada now leads 13-6. 90 seconds to play here in this first half. So we see fans continue to trickle into the stadium. It's great to see such excellent attendance here at this match, as well as the matches for the rest of this week. Canadian backcourt working around. The skip past the wing. Stolen. And the Americans looking to hit him in transition. Can't connect. Oh, no. That one was picked off from the ground. Canada looking to pressure again from the corner. Bounce shot and in. That was a quick goal there from the Canadians to make it 14-6. It's been a tough last 10 minutes of play here for the Americans. We'll see how they can bounce back, get a goal here before halftime. Martinez, excuse me, that was Monroy. We'll reset the offense here. Can't quite get it to the corner. Ball trickles out of bounds. Will be Canadian goalkeeper possession with 12 seconds to play. Canada's not going to show too much haste here. They would probably like to get another goal, but working it around to the wing. Oh no. As time expires, we'll see if that one stands or not. It's very close to the timeline there. As I'm not sure if they're going to count that one or not. We might have to go to the video replay board. But the first half here definitely started out slow. Both teams only scoring a combined, I believe, 3 goals for the opening 9 minutes. And so it's been entertaining later stages here as we see some Greenlandic commercials. We'll go back to our transition scene. Little recap of our first half here of action. The Americans started out strong with some fantastic goaltending early on in the game. Quite a few fast breaks were saved by Sophie Fazold, as well as a 7-meter by Sana Wheeler. We're very excited about that. Had some early success on the offensive end as well, but that seemed to trickle away with the high-pressure 3-2-1 defense from the Canadians. Eventually, those Canadian transitions started to land, and that's what led to a little bit of separation here in the later stages of that first half. We'll see what Coach Borsos can do to resolve things here in the second half. But overall, pretty solid performance. Some unfortunate turnovers on the offensive end, but defensively, I think the Americans have been playing fairly all right. I think seen quite a few goals from the Canadian left wing as of late. Just some solid overload wing-to-wing movement, and that's led to some great opportunities for them. But really just excited to have the support that we've had for this women's Team USA squad, and they're definitely, like we said in the early stages of the broadcast, excited about the opportunities that they have moving forward, both with this tournament and in the coming years. We've had quite a great group of ladies, and I know that they're really excited to continue to play and to continue to represent Team USA. So we'll see what they can come up with here in the second half. But until then, I'll step away, and we'll get back momentarily here for the second half action. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, as we are getting ready to start the second half of action here between Team USA and Team Canada. It was a bit of a tough first half for our American ladies, but after a nice conversation here at halftime with Coach Borses, we'll see what the second half brings. So I know that they're definitely looking forward to continuing in this great competition throughout the rest of this week, and so getting a win here today would be fantastic. They definitely know their neighbors to the north probably the best out of all the teams that they're going to be playing against this week, so this is one that I know that they really are looking forward to winning, and we'll see if we can get a big second half coming out of the American sideline and hope for the best. Again, my few takeaways for keys to success in the second half would be to try to limit the wing-to-wing ball movement from the Canadians' offense. We saw, I think it was Ashley Butler, had a couple steals, just anticipating that that's what's to come, and we saw that paid off fairly well. The only other defensive kind of adjustment I would make is try to get back as quickly as possible in transition. They've really been capitalizing on the ability to run, and so recognizing when your player's running down the court that you got to be right there with them to make sure that they are not on the other end getting an easy goal. Offensively, the Canadians have been playing a pretty high and aggressive 3-2-1 defense. So we're going to hopefully see some back cuts and movement on the interior. I mean, we saw a great cut from Julia Taylor that led to a nice goal there. When you have the defense spread out that much, there's got to be a lot more off-ball movement to help really open things up. Because once you beat one player, the rest of the players on the defense have to crash, and that's going to leave opportunities all around the court. So we'll see what they do. The Canadians will be starting with the ball, attacking from right to left, again in those red jerseys. Team USA in defense here to start. In the blue, as we see, looks like most of the starters from the first half are still out there for Team USA. I'll do what I can on some of the Canadian ladies here as they've been running their normal crossing in the backcourt. As we see a missed opportunity in defense there, and that leads to a breakthrough goal. And that'll extend the Canadian lead from 15-6. I would say we're very lucky that the goal at the end of the half did not count there, so that's definitely a plus sign. So if they got one back here early in this first half, as we see a turnover in the backcourt. Oh, and another turnover by the Canadian player as she drilled it off her leg. I believe we got Liz Hartnett there at right back now, and Ashley Butler at right wing. Sarah Gascon at pivot. Kathy Darling at left back. Julia Taylor at left wing. Actually, I think Julia is at center back. Excuse me, as we see working it around, trying to feed second pivot there, which I think might be Maria Vallone. That Tar Heel connection. We'll see how that pays off. Early here as Hartnett's got nowhere to operate. Strong defense from the Canadian ladies. Darling feeding to Gascon. Gascon looking for that 7, trying to catch the defense playing inside 6. Can't get it to go. Great back cut. Fantastic feed and finish there from the Americans. That's what we needed right there. When their defense is playing high, catch them taking a nap. And we get a turnover. Referees letting the ladies play a little bit. So that one goes out of bounds here. We'll see how we can capitalize on unfortunate miscommunication in the cross there. As we see a transition goal there from the Canadians. It's now 16-7. Canada over the USA. I do believe that's Julia Taylor at center back. It's hard to tell. If it's not Julia, then it might be Laisha Martinez. I think that's 11 there in the center of our screen. Butler taking over at right back. Oh, they're going to say that one hit off Gascon's foot. And Canada in transition. That one's saved by Fazol. There we go. Sophie's pumped about that. She needed that for a confidence boost as well after the success she had in the early stages of that first half on several fast break stops. Passing, catch, and get everybody's chemistry back in. Again, it's the first game for Team USA in several months, as well as some of the first time that these players have played together. Looking at the current squad, though, this unit has probably played together the most out of anyone on the bench here, out of the squad. A lot of these players have been with Team USA for, I'd say, 8+ years. So we see Canada in transition, saved by Fazold. 2 minutes going to be awarded. I believe that would be Maria Valone. And I think we're going to be getting a 7-meter this time. We'll see if Coach Borsos elects to bring in Sana Wheeler or leave Sophie out there for the 7. As we see the Canadian players step up to the stripe. And tries to float it over top of Fazol. Not today. Not today. That was too easy for her. That's what you need. A little bit of confidence boost here. Back-to-back saves for her. Offense can try to milk some clock here to kill this penalty. Butler working it around. Oh, that one looked dangerous. Swim move and getting a bit of a tabletop there. So we see Taylor take her spot back over at left wing with Verone out. Darling, nowhere to go. Trying to work it around. We unfortunately lost our feed there for a second, so I'm going to say that there was a errant pass from the Americans as they play man down defense here. Canada working it wing to wing, stuffed by Sophie. That's 3 saves in a row for her. She is pumped, and that is exactly what the Americans need here to help them get back into this one. Trailing by 9. Let's see if we can find some opportunities here on the offensive end. Taylor up top, pressured high. Butler, shake and bake, nowhere to operate. She needs help. Again, with this defense, we got to move off ball. Let's see what they can do. 9-meter awarded. Butler pleading her case to the referee. So we see the Americans set back up. Kathy Darling being locked off here in this one. Butler rising, firing. That one's going wide of the goal. Be Canadian ball. Team Canada taking possession back here. Just 5 minutes over the second half. And the Americans have killed their penalty, I'd say pretty successfully. There's a pretty solid opportunity there as we see Ariane Clerc step in. Young player, just spent a few months in France. As we see another American 2-minute awarded. I'm trying to see if it's on Gascon or it looks like it's on Sarah Gascon. One of the key veterans of this squad. Another 7-meter awarded. We'll see what Sophie can do here. Oh, didn't get a hold of that one. Canadian lead now sits at 10. 17-7. 6 minutes played here in this second half of action. As we see, Ariane Clerc's going to come in and play left wing here. And it looked like we might have pulled the goalie. Nope, we don't have a right wing. It's hard to tell. That corner of the court's just a little covered here. Trying to create some offense. Darling with space to Clerc in the corner. She finds top cheddar on that one. Oh, my apologies. She stepped inside of 6. No goal. And that will be Sophie Fazol's ball there. It's hard to tell, unfortunately, what sequence of events there were, but looked like Clark's goal was good. She didn't take much of an angle for herself there, but she at least tested the keeper, knows what's ready to go next time. Butler, swim, and sent to the floor. Hartnett to restart play. Again, that Canadian defense playing all the way up at almost 15 meters. Strong defense there from that central Canadian defender. She is denying any backcourt movement from the Americans. Darling, back to Butler. Butler to Hartnett. Not a lot of room to operate. And that pass is deflected and recovered by the Canadians. And we lose our feed here as the Canadians will take their time setting up their offense. They do have the advantage here. Probably, I think, for I was about to say, it's almost over here as we see the Americans get back to even strength. Canadians taking their sweet old time, working it around. Pivot comes out, wing goes in, working it around, skip pass to the right wing. That's caught by Fazold, and another 2-minute will be awarded. I think that's Maria Vallone's second of the day. Unfortunate, one more, and she's going to be sitting in the stands as we see another American 2-minute and another 7-meter opportunity here for the Canadians. Fazold complaining her case. We'll see what she can do. Oh, she picked the right side, but just missed it. Blind here again, momentarily as we try to reestablish our connection with our partners in Nuuk, Greenland. That's unfortunate here. We cannot seem to get... Just lost our feed from them. So, in the meantime, I would highly recommend everybody go check out the Greenlandic YouTube page, the Greenlandic Handball YouTube page. I will continue to talk to a blank screen, but if you're trying to check out the rest of the action, head over there. Hopefully we'll be back up live running here momentarily. Again, we have all green on my end, so we just need that feed from our friends in Greenland. So I will put up our transition logo and for the meantime, but otherwise we hope to reestablish connection soon, and we'll go from there. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I've established a feed from my phone, so I'll just commentate that for you guys, and hopefully we'll re-establish our connection with our friends from Nuke. Canada in possession, working it around the backcourt. As we see shot of lost now our connection with OBS. We're reconnected and we're back live. Okay. Sorry for our technical difficulties, but looks like we've resolved our connection here with our friends in Greenland. Unfortunately, while we were out, Canada scored a few goals, but so did Team USA. So, looks like we got a nice little timeout here right at the 15-minute mark of the second half action. 11 goals the gap for Team USA. We'll see if they can close it here. A goal a minute's a tough task to do here in handball, but how fast these games have been going. A lot of running, a lot of transition, great goaltending. Things could start breaking a different way. We'll see. We will see. But if there's anything that I hope someone takes away from this is that if you have any strong technological background, we'd love to have you come help out with Team USA. There's a lot of opportunities here, obviously, as we try to get creative with our streaming and rebroadcasting and just collection of content. So we're excited to have the opportunity to watch these games. But if anyone has any expertise, definitely would love to connect and reach out to us on all social media platforms at USA Team Handball. The Americans now in attack. So we see a shot off there. Cannot land that one. As we see Canada making a goalkeeper change. Could be to our advantage. Could be a brick wall that we've been sitting on the bench. So we'll see how things shake up here as we start to have the Canadian attack set up in the offensive third. Sidesteps, charge issue, transition here from the Americans. We're buffering and we lost connection. We reestablished connection and we're going to say no goal there. Unfortunate. Had a great outlook pass there from Sophie. But now the Canadians will reestablish on their offensive end. They'll take their time. They'll do what they can to cruise to potential victory here. But there's still a lot of handball left to be played. So we'll see what they do. They've been running this similar play here most of the day. Trying to feed into the pivot. Great defense there from the interior Americans. Oh my goodness, but the rebound finds itself out to the wing. Floats Fazzold. That'll extend the lead to 21 for Canada and 9 for Team USA. We see Beatrice Congas-Perez step in at right wing now. Julia Taylor stays in at the center back position. Can't find much success feeding the pivot there as we see an errant pass from the Canadians. I think we have Cedar Bellows playing some pivot here now. Ashley Butler tries to get the shot off, cannot connect. Cedar Bellows comes to us from the women's beach handball team, where she's been a mainstay in that program for the last 4 years. Team USA working it around, trying to find any bit of daylight through this Canadian defense. But I don't know how much syrup they brought to Greenland, but they have got the Americans stuck in the offensive end. As we see a turnover there and another transition opportunity. Great save from Fazzold. I don't know how many fast, but it's been at least 5, and anytime you can get 1 in a game, I think you should be happy. So great goaltending from the American side. unfortunate. There's just been so many fast break opportunities. As we see high pressure again from the Canadians. Taylor working it around to Butler. Butler with the space. Can't find that far post. She was pleading her case. The referee trying to say she was shoved. Referee wasn't having any of it. Canada now assuming the ball in the offensive third. Taking their time, letting everybody get a touch. For most of you that do not know, at the international level, they'll be playing with stickum or resin or HARS or glue or however you want to pronounce it, but you want to make sure everybody has a good feel for the ball and is prepared to make the appropriate throws, as we see another penalty awarded here now to Team Canada, as well as a 2-minute for the Americans. The second half has been a tough one for Team USA in defense, as they've been playing it a majority as a disadvantage. As that Canadian player stepped up to the stripe. Fazzold was right there. Great step. Snuck it right past her foot. Canada now leads 22-9. Just over 10 minutes to play here in the second half. Day one of action for the Americans as that ball just goes off of Taylor's foot. Canada looks to push and now wisely pulls it back out. Making some substitutions now. We'll try to make the most of their player advantage here. We'll see if they open up some of the players in the bench. Get everybody some good solid minutes here. Great learning opportunities here. As the Canadians working around. A lot of space in the corner in the wing. Snuck it right under the hand of Fazzold there. 23-9. Canada leads. Under 10 minutes to play here. Gascon's going to take a break. As we'll substitute the pivot for an extra wing. Congas Perez will move down to the wing, and Lucia will take over right back duties. Good ball movement here from Taylor, leading things. Unfortunately, oh no. Just unfortunate situational awareness there as Lucia leads to a turnover. And a great save there from Fazzold. Much needed another fast break save. Canada was wasting no time in transition there. Again, passing and catching have been a tough one here for the Americans today. Trying to just get easy passes has not been very achievable with how strong this Canadian defense has been playing. They've been right in the face of the Americans all afternoon. Rising firing blocked at the line. That'll be a corner throw for Team USA. Yeah, this is what you love to see as a coach, this high-pressure defense playing exactly how it's supposed to be drawn up. As we see the inbound pass stolen by the Canadians, they look to push it in transition. That one's recovered by the Americans, but they're going to say it was a 9-meter. Made some extra contact there, and that'll remain Canada's ball. Canada will take their time making the appropriate substitutions, get everybody they want for the right personnel for this attack. Working it around. Crossing the backcourt, trying to feed to the pivot. Strong defense. And that'll be goalkeeper's ball. Peyton McCarthy's entered the game here at pivot now after this penalty's been released. So we see Daisy Lucia try to barrel her way through, but no space given. Americans working it around here. Play on awarded from the referee, but Lucia hits a brick wall of Canadian trees there. Maples, Canadian maple trees. That'd be a strong, intimidating force there. Moose, a lot of moose in Canada. Either way, 7-meter awarded. As we see Kathy Darling looks to be the one to enter the court. She'll be taking this as she steps up to the stripe. Cocks it back, buries that one home. No pump fake needed. Just another absolute missile of a shot from Kathy. And it'll be 23-10 now. Team USA trailing by 13. Canada is going to take a timeout here. Interesting timeout choice. Not sure what the tactics are on that one, but we'll see what Coach Borsos can do to try to draw up some schemes to at least finish out this last 6 and some change minutes strong and definitely take. Fortunately, it looks like we're having some internet issues, but it seems to be all resolved now. Again, we'll see what the Americans can do. Definitely good to see some other faces make their time on the court, try to learn some. It's definitely not easy stepping out onto the international stage for the first time like many of these new athletes are. So get those jitters out now, early stages of this tournament, try to capitalize on later as we see the Canadians at a disadvantage player-wise. They just loaded up one side, and the wing sneaks that one in near post. 24-10. The Canadians now lead. As we see Martinez take over center back duties. Lucia at right back. Working it around. Strong defense. The Canadians have slumped back to a 6-flat defense, but are still playing very aggressive. So we see an errant pass from McCarthy there. Luckily, no one's feet made contact with the ball, so the Americans could stay in possession. Trying to find whatever openings they can. Working it around the backcourt. Getting it to the wing. Congas Perez trying to take it herself. Gets the shot off, but referee blew the whistle before they could get the play on. McCarthy to restart. Working it around town. Open cross there. Lucia sends that one from 9. I think it was blocked at the wall again. Errant pass in transition there from Canada. They're not going to waste any time. 2-on-1 in the corner. Floats it over Fazold off the post. Another post save for Sophie. Definitely happy after that. Couple post saves for her today. That's definitely an added bonus there. Americans with just under 5 minutes to play here. We'll see how many more goals we can chip away at in this Canadian lead. Trying to fight their way through has been tough. It's been a strong Canadian defense all afternoon. Definitely good at their one-on-one defense, and they've been playing an excellent team defense as well. As we see a breakthrough opportunity stuffed by the keeper. Congas Perez resets to Martinez. Pass almost goes wide. Skip pass to Lucia. Gathered by Beatrice in the corner there. That was a nice scoop. Spin move and denied. Passive play here. Hands have been raised by the referee. Someone's got to get a shot off. Martinez, bounce shot. And that one goes out the back. Be Canadian ball. It was a decent offensive set there from the Americans. Unfortunately, couldn't find the back of the net. So we see Canada take their time in getting their set offense established, ready to rock and roll. Canada working around the backcourt. They like to get their wings involved here, as we see cross with the wing. We'll see the pivot in the wing, swap spots. Nice defense there for the Americans. They helped their keeper out with a nice block there. Assume offense here with 3 minutes to play in this first game of action for Team USA. Kathy Darling back onto the court, Let's see if she can use her height to maybe get a nice shot off here in the later stages of this game. Pass to the cutting Butler goes out of bounds. Canada will re-establish possession on offense. Canada taking their time. Going to be running their normal offensive play, getting the wings touch, letting everybody touch the ball. So important with Stickham as they work it wing to wing. Solid defense there from the American side. That's what we've been excited to see. Definitely helps pave the way for the future games this weekend. Individual play as we will build upon that to strengthen our team's chemistry over the coming games. Breakthrough from Canada. Save Fazzold. And 9-meter award to Canada. Canada continuing to have a long opposition. Try to get the steal there. Save. Sophie. Bobbled. That'll be the Americans' ball. Kathy Darling with the recovery. Just over a minute to play here in this one. Really would like to see Team USA get a goal in these last 90 seconds. Butler trying to work with Taylor. Cross with Darling goes high. Canada in transition. And that's another Canadian goal there to make the lead 25-10 for Team Canada over Team USA. Sophie Fazzold saying that might be some water on the ball. Might have been some sweat. Cleaned it off. Sarah Gascon comes back into the game at pivot. We'll see if she can help out here in this last minute as Canada returns to their high 3-2-1 defense. A lot of real estate as a steal in the backcourt. Oh, almost lost the dribble. Oh, another goal there for Team Canada, making it 26-10. Under a minute to play in this one. Almost another steal there. Taylor breaking, finds Gascon, but it's swatted at the last minute. Gascon looking for a foul, and rightfully so. It'll be a 9-meter for Team USA. Excuse me. Corner throw. We'll see if Team USA can finish out the game on offense and get a goal here as time expires. As Beatrice tries to get a shot off, but is denied. No clear opportunity there. But I think she made a nice heads-up play there, it looks like, and recognized her defender was inside the 6, so we're going to get a 7-meter from Kathy Darling. Steps up to the stripe, pump fakes once, twice, 3 times, buries it, bottom left corner. Easy money from Kathy. 5 seconds to play here in this one. We'll see if Canada's looking to score again off the pipe, and that's game. Holy cannoli. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining in on the fun here. That was our wild ride of a stream. Thank you to our friends in Nuuk, Greenland, and the Greenlandic Handball Federation for making this all possible, and all of you for tuning in and enjoying some great handball action. We look forward to tomorrow's game with Team USA, but we'd like to applaud them for today's effort. It was a tough game. They started out strong, and Team Canada came ready and running and was all over the place today. So balls didn't fall the way we wanted to, but that's what this is all about. It's learning how we can continue to build upon the foundation for success as we all work towards the future Olympics. Most importantly, the LA 2028 games, as many of these players will be seeing their time on the court as we are now awarding the player of the match, which is none other than Sophie Fazzold, as she had countless saves on fast break opportunities that should have been goals for Team Canada that she continuously denied, as well as some 7-meter stops. So great work from her today. Again, the first league German goalkeeper was having her way today, and that's what we love to see. So And the player of the match from Team Canada is number 10. She had quite a few goals from the 7-meter, as well as some breakthrough opportunities in the backcourt. Great game by our ladies. A lot to learn from, a lot to build upon. And we'll leave you with that. Thank you again for tuning in. We'll see you all tomorrow live from Nuuk, Greenland. Take care.